Well, g'day guys, it's Matt here. Welcome to the channel. I've currently got to go to town, get some bits, and then go to the development block and continue spraying on the grasshopper there. We made it back to the sprayer, and I think I've got a few things sorted out. But one reason I'm in the goat country here and bouncing around crazy is I've got no RTK on the GPS. Now very occasionally, and I think it's tied in with when it's been overcast, because we've got a battery, solar powered battery pack up on this hill here with the base station, and I'm guessing that it must switch off from power overnight and it doesn't reset properly. So I've just got to go and unplug it, plug it in, and hopefully that fixes that. But yeah, it's a little fair old detour, so just be careful not to hit any hidden dangers in the grass here. There's quite a few rocks and sticks and things, so see how we go. Righto, so we're wandering through the jungle. Got some spiky cactus there, bit of prickly pear. Don't want to... Oh, that's everywhere. Lovely. Oh, there's a big section. If I get through this unscathed, that'll be something. Here's another thing. This is Farmer's Friend. And that there, all those little spikes there fall off really easily, but they stick in your pants and just you get covered in them. So you go a wide berth around them. They don't really hurt, but righto, what do we got here? The lights are all flashing. Maybe I'll just, like most things that don't work, you just turn it off and on again. So yeah, I'll just wait here, check that all the lights come back on, and then I'll go back and check on the sprayer. Well, I've just got to wait a couple of minutes to check whether this has worked or not before I take off. But what I might do in that time is I'll send the drone up quickly. This is the hill that's right in the middle of the development block, so you might be able to see in the distance there a couple of shiny things. That's the silos. So yeah, I'm pretty well smack bang in the middle. So I'll send the drone up, and what you will be able to see is a lot of the banks that have been redone or the new ones put in. So just to get a bit of a scale of the size of what we have been doing here, I think the drone's going to be the best way to do that. Righto, we have RTK, so that worked, which is nice. Now to find my way back. There's not really a road up here as such, so you just sort of make your own and hope for the best is the best strategy. Ah, feels good to be spraying where there's no buzzers going off. So I think the problem's been fixed. I did have that issue with the flow meter. I actually went into town and got another one, and I've just sort of guessed the calibration because I sort of roughly knew what pressure it was meant to be at. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes for this load, but it's pretty close. You might have seen that big berm in the dirt there. That's where the dozers went through just the other day. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of the D11s. They do leave tracks. So yeah, you just gotta watch that, particularly in the sprayer. The poor old grasshopper here nearly throws you out the windscreen when you hit one of them. But yeah, by the time you come through and plant, it usually levels them off pretty good. They're going out at 54 litres to the hectare. And what happens is when the flow meter plays up, it doesn't know what water rate to put out, so it ends up just guessing or just going flat out, and it doesn't know what's going on. So really need that to work. But yeah, you do feel like you're in a bit of an aeroplane here, a lot rougher than an aeroplane, but this thing with the cab out the front, so there's just nothing down there. You've got to be on your toes. Well, we're back here at the development block. It's another day, sun's shining. I think we've got a bit of cultivating going on down there, and kelly chaining as well, so there's a bit going on there. I can actually hear the 555 running just. But what I'm going to be doing is I've just been here tidying up a little bit of stuff. We've got the trailer that there was chemical on, so I've tidied up all that, put all the chemical away, and going to take this trailer back. There was a new hydraulic fitting I had to put on the Howsam, or the grasshopper, and then I think I'm good to head back. Then we've got a little bit of contracting work to do with the rogator, so yeah, I'll be tied up with that probably for 2-3 days maybe. Well, good morning guys. I actually can't remember where I last left this video, so I think I might have been spraying at the development block, but yeah, a couple of things have happened since then. Currently we're at the lease block, and if you did watch the vlog I did just earlier, I think vlog 74, I talked about that the dozers were going to be coming to the west side of the lease block to do some work. So they're probably going to come today, but what I'm trying to do is spray with the Weedit. We just had, yeah, the odd big weed that we wanted to just control, because we did do a blanket spray with the rogator, and yeah, just some of the big ones, we just want to make sure we zap them. But yeah, so that's what I was doing up until about 10 minutes ago, because we've got an issue. So I have a feeling there was a bit of a washout in one of the banks up there, and just the angle it was on, I think it might have pinched out the bead there. So we've got someone a new tyre coming out, hopefully, to get this all sorted. And yeah, then hopefully we can get back going on it. But yeah, I didn't even get a chance to do an update before something broke down today. So I'll combine it all in one. So while we're here, actually, I can probably do a brief summary, see if it works, of what's going to happen here. It probably is a little bit hard to see on the camera, but we do have banks. There's probably 3 or 4 of them going down there. And then, yeah, a bit like the other block where it's actually a sort of a hill over there and a hill here. So there's a big channel that goes through the middle. So yeah, we'll need a couple of big banks to redirect all that water to make sure we don't have them gouging out the paddocks. So it'll be much the same sort of thing. It's just knocking out some of the smaller old banks that might not be in the right spot, and yeah, just making new ones that can handle the water. So that's pretty much it. So I just got someone coming to pick me up, and then I'm actually going to go over to the Rogator, and we've got some contract spraying we're trying to do there as well. So I'm going to go do that while it might be an hour or two before this tyre's fixed. So I might be able to get a load out over there. And yeah, they are talking a bit of rain tonight. So just trying to get as much done as we can and make use of the time while the sun's shining. So hopefully when I get back, this will all be fixed and I'll just get straight back into it. Well, we're back and someone's flogged the sprayer on me. By the looks of things, Phil's hopped off the Dozer because the Weedit was sort of in the road, and also we can't drive the Weedit over where the Dozers have been. So that's the idea, was to try to keep in front of them. So yeah, I'm going to take over from him so he can get going back on this bank. Yeah, you can see there, just building up that bank that's there. It looks like a little tiny bump there. So yeah, it'll be good to beef that one up and check that it's all on grade. Like Phil's nearly keeping up with me. I'm not getting that much further away from him. So it's not a usual large bank that we're putting in there. Basically just beefing up the existing one in that instance. Actually, the reason why the tyre popped or came off the rim was because the washout had blown out where a bank goes, where the sprayer goes up and over, and then because it's so shallow, the water follows over where the sprayer marks have been, and you end up with a little washout. You can see a real little one there, but yeah, there was a bigger one than that, which the wheel of the Weedit got caught in. So this is, I think I was saying earlier, this is sort of in the middle of where there's two sort of hills, or it's a bit of a valley in between the two small hills. And yeah, there has traditionally been a big gully that runs all the way through the middle of it. It has been mostly filled in, but yeah, it'll be good to get that properly filled in, and the contour banks will be able to shift the water that needs to be shifted, so it doesn't just continue to chop it out. So yeah, I think it will be really good to get this all sorted. So the storm is still coming in. It's might be an hour or so away, but all is going well so far. You can see, apart from the dirty window, yeah, you can see a nice red line that comes all the way through. That's the infrared beam. That's what is used to detect the chlorophyll in the plants. So any plant that's green is what triggers the system there. And you can see the flashing blue lights on the actual cameras themselves, and that's just flickers on whenever there's a a weed is detected by that camera. So it's virtually just this thing here. You can see them all flickering up on there as well. So when it is actually really dark, it's pretty, yeah, pretty cool seeing all the lights flashing. So I don't know if we will get to be too dark, but we'll see what happens with the rain, and who knows what that will mean for the next couple of days. Well guys, we had to pull a pin on the weed eating there, but we'll get that finished off once she dries out, or depending on how much rain we get. Then after that, once it is dry enough, it'll be full steam ahead with the sowing as well. So getting cracking on the linseed sowing. So that'll be in the next video though. So just make sure to hit the like button on this one if you enjoyed it, and again, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.